somewhere, somehow, we lost our way. Once upon a time, we all recognized that we were one of many. That we were only as healthy as the land. That the land was only as healthy as all of the people who lived on it. Once upon a time, we all knew that we were only as important as the person next to us, as the birds that flew overhead, as the worms that dug through the dirt, as the insects that ate dung, and the insects that pollinated flowers. Somewhere, we lost sight of that. And it was at our own peril. Each of us is like a finger on our hands. We can operate independently of the other fingers, but we are far more effective when we work together. One day, I'll be able to do these live. I don't do these very often. But I do recognize that when people are scared and they give in to fear, we tend not to make the very best choices. And throughout time, we've done things out of the fear. Sometimes, when we were worried about the choices we'd made, we claimed to have been given guidance from something up in the sky, or we claim that people who didn't agree with us were possessed, and that allowed us to bypass personal accountability. Most people would see this stand your ground and think that it meant fight. And I can understand that. Far easier to justify what we do. What if instead we saw standing our ground as doing what is within our realm of ability to help one another? If we focus on material things, if we focus on greed, both of you, if we choose to see stand your ground as we're supposed to fight and do harm so that we protect our material possessions, then that's going to lead us to conflict and defeat. And I have a feeling that we're all going to get to watch that play out right now. If, on the other hand, we believe in growth and the ability to change and do better, if we broaden our awareness, then we can avoid heartache and loss. The awareness requires that we remember that we are one part of many, that these hands work best when each finger works together. And these hands can accomplish more when they're working together with other hands. The muscle of being able to see what is good in the world requires that we use it. And the less we use it, the harder it's going to be to identify where it lives in us. It's not my place to tell anyone how to do anything or what to do. While other people are doom scrolling, I'm looking through videos and finding children who choose to sing while underground, waiting to get smuggled out of a country. I'm looking for the stories of people who have the money to pay real rent to W.A.V.E. I'm hoping to see more real rent paid to Indigenous people around the globe. And I have watched people who are finally realizing we can't control what governments do, we can't control what our children do, we can't control what anyone does except for ourselves. And some people lose themselves in despair. Other people try to distract themselves from that reality by acquiring greed and resources and material goods, thinking that the more they acquire, the more they have when they die, somehow that makes them better. And then I'm watching other people start to recognize that I am no more important than a worm or a bug or a bird or a bear. I have the ability to search out who owns an Airbnb and rent their Airbnb as a way of getting them money, and have zero intentions of using the Airbnb. Have a good day, and look around. See what you have control over.